There have been thousands of rich professional athletes and sportsmen over the years, but only a handful have been able to become billionaires. Most notable of them all is Michael Jordan, who never shies away from spending his billions, as showcased by his golf course, The Grove. Today, we will be talking all about Michael Jordan's private golf course, also known as the Grove 23. Jordan has always been class, whether it's on or off the court. You must be wondering, what does a billionaire's golf course look like? How is it different from an ordinary golf course? Well, stick around to the end as we answer these questions and more as we delve into the details surrounding this amazing golf course you wish you had for yourself. Without further ado, let us begin. The Grove 23 is one of the finest golf courses you will ever see. Besides being owned by the greatest basketball player of all time, it boasts one of the finest facilities a golf course has to offer. But before we dive into that, let's first talk about the events leading up to the building of the golf course. We all know how Jordan is a legend on the basketball court. Due to his immense talent and sheer hard work, he was able to catch the eye of millions of fans watching the game. Even before he led the Bulls to win the three-peat twice, he had already attained legendary status. So it comes as no surprise that he is easily one of the most recognizable faces, not just in basketball or the NBA, but in sports overall. Now with this widespread popularity comes money. How, may you ask? Thanks to sponsors, of course. For example, the NBA legend has earned billions from the overly successful Nike Air Jordan brand. That is why he became one of the first billionaires in sports overall. Okay, we got a little sidetracked there. Let's get back to the topic at hand. While Jordan was bossing it in the NBA, he also used to play golf on the side. We don't blame him. The high-intensity atmosphere on courts during matches, not to mention the rigorous training sessions, can really get to an athlete. So in order to relax and relieve all that stress, Jordan used to play golf. It was almost therapeutic in a sense. And you must be thinking that he used to play casually. Well, you're mistaken. This is Jordan we are talking about. One look at his basketball career, and you will know how competitive he is. Like basketball, he took golf really seriously and was highly competitive as he played with his friends and fellow golfers. However, as he started his golfing journey, a problem started to arise. If you've been to a golf course, you know that sometimes it gets really crowded, as many players come together to play, and that is why you have to wait a long time for your turn. Now, this isn't a problem, to be honest. It's just a part of the whole experience, where you have to wait for your turn. Not Jordan, though. He never slowed down for anything. Why would he slow down and wait for his turn? He knew he had the money, so he did the only thing he could see that would solve the problem: build himself a private golf course. Finally, since you are fully informed about the reasoning behind its formulation, let's now talk about the golf course itself. The course was designed by Bobby Weed Golf Design, which is one of the best the industry has to offer. And didn't they go all out in their planning? The Grove 23 wasn't just planned to look like any other golf course. And why wouldn't it be? This was the golf course of a legendary person. It had to look different and unique. Nowadays, you will see a lot of golf courses with a really natural aesthetic. They try to minimize affecting the natural landscape. But you will be amazed to find out that Grove 23 is completely different in this regard, as it had a clean and sophisticated look to it due to its shortcut grass. And that is not all, as Grove 23's landscape has a unique feel because of its low-profile contours and laurel oak trees. By far the best thing about this course has to be the number 23 sign that stands proudly on the golf course, really signifying the greatness of the person who owns the course. You can feel the presence of Jordan if you ever got the opportunity to play in it. No wonder it was instantly considered one of the best courses to play on after it just opened. The Jordan effect was at play here, folks. Now, don't think this course was made without any difficulties. Did you know that the golf course was previously a neglected agricultural property? It took an enormous amount of work to convert an old, flat, sandy, and landlocked farm site into a top-notch golf course. And I must say, one look at the golf course, and you can see what a splendid job Bobby Weed Golf Design did with the golf course. Another complication the planners and builders had to face was catering to Jordan's requirements. After all, he was the one who was paying the bills. As we all know, Jordan is a man of action and likes to do things quickly and with a lot of flairs. He was a person who cherished the competitive nature of any sport. That is why he planned the golf course to enable games that would be fast and firm, while at the same time promoting features that would produce dramatic matches. Jordan's focus was not only on the golf course, but the practice facility too. Ask yourself the question, how did Jordan become the greatest basketball player of all time? By practicing, of course. He was so notorious for being a bully in practice sessions, as he was really competitive and would talk trash to his teammates in order to bring the best out of them. That is why he knew the importance of training facilities in sports. No wonder he invested in state-of-the-art technology for the practice facilities at Grove 23. The facility was so good that it replicated shots that would be taken in the course itself so that anyone could perfect it by practicing it again and again. You must be thinking, how can you attain the membership for this golf course? Well, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but in this golf course, only the VIPs manage to get a membership. But these are not just VIPs. These are perhaps one of the most well-known and important people that can play there. People like former President of the United States Barack Obama, NBA legend Ray Allen, former NFL linebacker Brian Urlacher, reigning Masters champion Dustin Johnson, NASCAR driver Denny Hamlin, and many more. Many of them have played with Jordan, and they all have had their banter during matches with the greatest basketball player of all time. Jordan's competitive nature also comes into play here, and it really results in some funny moments. Like one time, for example, when he apparently lost a game to Obama, Jordan said he was a hack golfer, to which Obama said Jordan wasn't very informed. As you can see, after all those years, Michael Jordan hasn't changed one bit. But why do these notable celebrities come to Jordan's golf course? I mean, sure, the course belongs to an NBA legend, but still, a lot of criticism has been thrown its way. Many people have said the course is built in such a way to cater to Jordan's strengths, which means he would have a higher chance of winning. But that is only a minor issue compared to the extent of facilities the course offers. Besides being exclusive to only VIPs, the Grove 23 hosts some of the most interesting and futuristic features, some of which you won't see in any golf course in the world. Did you know that drones deliver beer to the celebrity players in the course? Now that is just insane. Imagine you're playing or just sitting admiring the game, and suddenly you are delivered with beer from a flying drone. Not only will it look cool, but it will also further give out the impression that the golf course is one of a kind, which is something Jordan and his planners were looking for when they started the initiative behind this golf course. In the end, I would just like to say that it's good to see that players like Jordan are not just sitting back and relaxing after retiring, having achieved everything he could during his lifetime. He continues to play at his course, interacting, or more realistically, competing with his VIP guests. And looking at the amazing golf course he owns, this will continue for years, as the course will attract a lot more celebrities in the future. We hope more former players start initiatives such as these, proving their love for sports in general. I hope that answers your questions about everything there is to know regarding Michael Jordan's private golf course. I think we have covered everything, but if you have any more questions in mind, do let us know in the comments down below. We value the feedback of our esteemed subscribers, so do not hesitate to do so. Well, that's it for the video. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed it. Please let me know by pressing the like button, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon for future notifications. Till then, take care of yourself, and if you haven't already, watch our video on how Donald Trump allegedly has a mind-blowing 2.8 handicap.